Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, you already know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. Hey, it's been a crazy day around here. I have a lot of work being done, so probably won't be a video tomorrow. Though I did just drop another video in options for dummies. Okay, dropped another one today, and it's usually I'm Tuesdays and Thursdays, but again, it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We have a lot to learn, and I want you guys in the market in trading options. Uh, um, uh, within the first week of May. All right, so that's what my goal is. All right, let's look at some of the things that's going on here, and I'm going to keep this one short because I just want to really talk with you guys. Someone said, Larry, hey, are you talking about stock anymore? Like, what are you buying? How come we're not buying anything? And I want to get back to, I got a solid answer for that. But let's look at what's going on first. S&P 500 falls marginally Tuesday as tariff volatility subsides. And then this breaking news comes up. S&P 500 slides Tuesday as Nvidia shares tumble. Trades await retail sales data. Okay, so retail sales data is coming out, and there's a lot going on, of course, with the tariff wars. It's a lot of uncertainty. And speaking of uncertainty, right now the pre-markets are out for Wednesday, and we are down again, good people, down negatively. The NASDAQ is falling to negative 229. That's pretty hefty this early, right? And then we got the S&P is not that bad. The Dow is down, but the NASDAQ really is coming down. And that could be in great parts to Nvidia, or Nvidia as some people say. And you could see here, Nvidia is diving in the aftermarkets, right? And so there's a lot going on, a lot of stuff that is going on. Of course, they just pledged to build some of their plants here and chips here in the U.S. And I don't know how that's playing with the markets, but as we can see immediately, it's not faring good. Okay, let's take a listen.
Maybe you can help us understand it, is Nvidia. Right now, they're going to build chips and AI platforms here in the U.S., so certainly tariffs aren't going to be relevant for them once that's up and running in a year. And yet the stock is barely up today, maybe 0.5%. Can you help us understand why Nvidia isn't up more?
Yeah, I think Nvidia has a lot of other things going as well. There is this suspicion that AI has run its course, things like that. Maybe people have already got their chips already. So things like that. Then we had DeepSeek, and there's some alternatives to Nvidia. Maybe you can do things cheaper and faster in some other ways. So that total dominance of Nvidia is being threatened, though I don't believe that. Nvidia is still the major player. You need them for everything from robotics to cars to everything else. They are the core piece of all the things that are going on or that are coming down the pike. So I don't think Nvidia is at risk, but on the face of it, I think there is a risk. There is that feeling that maybe it's not smooth sailing. They need to do some reinvention and be ahead of the game. So there are some challenges ahead. So they had other issues going as well. And Nvidia is playing the tariff game pretty well. They're well positioned. They're already in Arizona, and they agreed to spend 500 million, which billion, I think that's great as well. So I think they're doing the right things. So I think they're okay. But overall, I think AI, the whole setup around AI is kind of not as smooth as it was before.
So you guys heard that, a lot of things going on with Nvidia. I have Nvidia, and yeah, I am long Nvidia still. Though a while back, a couple of weeks back, I did sell a little Tesla in Nvidia. I sold some Tesla in Nvidia just so I could have more capital to roll over into the ETFs, the ones I've been mentioning, QQQ being one of them, because I was underweight and I needed more in that space. Then as we look at Bitcoin, it actually is still holding up good. And actually XRP is doing well for the week now. It was getting beat down a lot. So things are holding pretty steady. And the market actually was pretty tamed, if you ask me today. I believe it was pretty tamed. We had ups and downs, but you know, the VIX is cooled off now. We're at 30. And I will take a day like today, though. You know, we had a run up this morning. It was looking nice, and then it came all the way down, came back. But if you look at the overall day, it was pretty flat. You know, pretty flat for big tech and the S&P. Well, the S&P was pretty flat too. If you look at where it started and where it ended, it was a pretty tame day. And of course, every 5 minutes, there's breaking news from the White House, and we have to see what is going on with this tariff war. And I can tell you guys right now, we're going to be in this for a while, right? And so the person that said, hey, Larry, are you talking about any stock? You used to come with these hot buys. Well, the truth be told, there's times when you can just buy. And there's times when you need to stop buying and start strategizing. And when you have the market being whipsawed the way it's being whipsawed, this is a time to really start to strategize, I believe, and not just look at one stock, but the overall market. Look at the stock you want to be long in. And that's what I want to say. What stock do you want to be long in? And here's the question that I want to ask you. Do you have your buy orders set? Do you have your buy orders set? So for instance, if Nvidia is your stock, right? Let's just go back to Nvidia. Let's do this. So, of course, you have to look at everything that's being said. If Nvidia is your stock, right? Do you have a buy order somewhere around 94? Is that buy order set? Or are you just going to play it day by day? That's what I want to ask you. If Tesla is your stock and you really want to load up on Tesla, my question to you is, do you have a buy order somewhere around 220 for Tesla? As a matter of fact, let's go out further than that. Do you have a buy order on these lows like 213? Just easy, 222 without even knowing charting. 225, 220. Look, do you have a buy order at 213? And I'm just picking anything, just going out 2 months, really, not just one. I would go out 2 months and I would see what was hit the hardest during the tariff news or the tariff wars or the onset of the tariffs. What was simply hit the worst? And you could look at the lows of not the lowest low, but go to the last 3 lows, right? You don't even need to see a chart for this. You could set a buy order here at 221. You could set a buy order at 222 and set a buy order at 213. And I'm not telling you that's what you need to do. I'm telling you that's what I do, because they always get away from us, right? Good news, the market jumps up and then you go, man, I should have bought. I was this close to pulling the trigger. I was this close to buying. And then it's gone, right? And then now you're really thinking about buying that it's up. Then it comes back down and you go, oh, wait, stop. It's going to go lower. Well, at some point, you just set a buy order. And you don't have to set one buy order. You could set multiple buy orders. If it doesn't come down here, I'm going to set a buy order here, here, and here. And just be good with it. Don't use all of your dry powder. Don't use all of your money. But get in at the prices that you wish you would have got in. So what I would say to you is the last time the market took off, write down what did you wish you had more of? Was it ETFs? Was it individual stock? And then find that stock or that ETF, go back to the chart, see what it was before it took off, and bravely set a buy order. Use the tools, good people, and I'm telling you, when you're on an emotional roller coaster like this, your biggest opponent is your emotions. Because your head is battling with your emotions, and emotions cost. That's all I wanted to say, good people. So tomorrow, it may not be a video because I got HVAC guys over here, and there's going to be a lot of noise going, a lot of pounding and booming and all of this stuff. So we have to get a new system, both AC and heat, and so that's going to be going on here. So I may be in Studio A since I got the beard. I may be back in the studio, or I may be in Studio C. But I will see you. Lastly, good people, I just uploaded another class, all right? And I slowed down. I'm still talking about long-term planning. I rolled out a new portfolio in Money Moves, but I also just rolled out another class in the options class. And so while this is going on, I'm focused on training. And there's a lot of you that need to be trained that just don't know. You've been losing money with options, or you just don't know options. Now's your time. We have plenty of time before these tariff wars are over. And just remember, no one knows when it's going to be over. No one knows if the damage is going to be so deep that we go into a recession, or we could have a recovery that you wish you would have bought. So my question to you is, you leave me a comment on what you wish you had when the market rebounded the day when he put a pause on the tariffs. Leave me a comment on that, and make sure you click the link below and come join us and learn about options as we learn together. Okay, good people? We won't see you tomorrow probably, but we'll see you the day after. Live, love, laugh, and learn.